everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, oh my goodness, welcome. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so very much. It means the world to me. Today we're going to be diving into 8 fragrances from the niche house Floral Street. If you enjoy fragrance content, beauty content, and lifestyle content, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Join the fam, you will not regret it. So if you want to hear my thoughts on these 8 fragrances, then just keep watching. Seriously, how are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, I'm doing good overall, but I won't lie to you, I'm tired. I'm on my 3rd cup of joe today. It is 5 o'clock in the evening. My daughter has her first cold, which I absolutely hate. So that means sleep has been a little sparse around this house this last week. I have such a loving husband who gets up with us when my daughter gets up, and he said to me today, I feel like she's never going to sleep again. And I said, I agree. But hopefully once her nose is not as stuffy, she'll get a good night's sleep again, and then we'll all get a good night's sleep. But anyways, I want to dive on into these fragrances. I'm really excited. I actually picked this up on Mercari because, you know, I'm on a budget. But if you're curious about this, you can pick it up on the Floral Street website for $19. It's also available at Sephora. I will link the Floral Street website down below for you guys. I will also link the Fragrantica website because it is my go-to for all things fragrance when I'm talking fragrance notes and all that jazz. So Floral Street, the little bit I know about it, it is a UK-based niche fragrance house. I believe they are housed out of London. I've heard they have a really cool, cute, quaint little shop in London that's decorated beautifully with, of course, floral because, you know, Floral Street. I actually got a chance to smell one of these in store at a Sephora, and I want to say it was called Arizona Bloom, and it was beautiful. Is that one in here? No, Arizona Bloom is not in the Discovery set, but if you're curious about it, I believe most Sephoras have it out on a shelf where you can take a sniff, and I really enjoyed that one, so it made me want to dive more into this entire line here. So yeah, let's just get started, and I will describe the fragrances to you and what I think of them. I did tear mine getting it open. Ooh, that was... I made a little sad face after that because honestly I think the Discovery set is really pretty. I love the floral pattern in it, and I just think Discovery sets are so incredibly nice when you want to play around with a whole bunch of fragrances but not break the bank or overpack your collection. And I'm definitely at a point where I'm like only wanting to put things I really love into my fragrance collection. Overall, Discovery sets are such a nice way to really get a feel for a fragrance, know if you love it, if you gotta have it before you fork over the big old coin or the full bottle. So I'm just going to start at this end here, and the first one is London Poppy. Also, Floral Street is known to be a little bit more affordable when it comes to niche fragrances. Now again, they're not cheap. I don't think most fragrances aren't cheap, but you can get the biggest bottle, I believe it's 3.4 fluid ounces, for $129 on the Floral Street website. For the big bottle, that's actually pretty affordable. I would say it kind of lines up with a lot of designer houses. Think things like Marc Jacobs, for example. So it's kind of similar with designer houses, which makes it a little bit more affordable when it comes to niche, because a lot of niche fragrances are like up there of like $300 a bottle, $400 a bottle. Yikes. On Fragrantica, London Poppy got a 3.57 out of 5 stars with 110 votes. That makes me not super hopeful about this, but don't judge a book by its cover. Everybody's nose is different. I will put the notes up here on the screen for you guys. I do find it to be helpful. The top notes are orange, Sicilian lemon, apricot blossom. Right now this isn't screaming something I normally would reach for, but I will say my hubby really loves citrusy fragrances. There's a fuzzy floating around. Middle notes are sunflower, C notes, jasmine, sambac, neroli. Base notes are black amber, cedar, and hinaki. I actually am not sure what that is. I do love cedar notes, and I can actually get down with some sunflower notes. C notes makes me think this is going to be kind of bright and happy, maybe more of a spring summer fragrance versus the very cold fall day we're experiencing right now. But anyways, yeah, let's just dive on in. Sometimes it's hard to hold these because they are kind of an awkward size in your hand. I don't want to do too many sprays because otherwise I won't be able to breathe in this little room. Honestly, I was surprised. It was very citrusy at the beginning, and it was totally orange citrus, which I didn't think I would like, but I actually really like. It's very much like citrusy orange soda, like an actual orange soda. It's got that zestiness, that kind of sweetness, that sparkling vibe you get from a bubbly soda. And then it dries down and becomes very floral, which I'm not surprised. Hello, Floral Street. I figure most of their stuff is going to be heavily floral. I get bright, inviting floral. I actually like this one a lot more than I expected. It's very clean. If you like clean fragrances, you would like this. It's a very, to me, this is an easy wear. Perfect for spring, summer, even early fall where it still feels like summer. It's not, there's no spice in there. There's nothing that really gives it like a va-va-voom or a vivacious type vibe to it. It's definitely just happy, sunny. Like it literally smells like sunshine. I think that's the sunflower in there. I do get kind of a saltwater vibe in there as well. This is almost something like in a hot summer day, as soon as you step out of the shower, like this is something you would want to smell like. Very clean, very bright, very happy. And it smells like something that on a very hot day, like you're not going to get sick of yourself and it's not going to become, you know, after you've been out in the heat all day. It kind of reminds me of something I have in my collection already, so I don't think I would need to purchase the whole thing. I have the Sunflower perfume. I think it's by Elizabeth Arden. Don't quote me on that. I'll try to link it down below. But I get a very similar vibe. Very happy, sunny, and bright. This is really lovely though, you guys. I enjoyed this one a lot more than I expected to. Next up we have Wonderland Peony, which I actually have really come to like fragrances that have peony in there, and I don't think you see that as a floral note in a lot of fragrances. This one on Fragrantica got voted 3.98 out of 185 votes. The top notes are guava, red berries, and Sicilian lemon, so I'm thinking super fruity, which I'm a big fan of fruity fragrances. Middle notes are raspberry bloom, peony, and violet. Violet can come across a little bit powdery, kind of makeup-y, which I can be a fan of as long as it doesn't go baby powder on me. Base notes, ooh, this is screaming my name. Cotton candy, resin, vanilla, cedar, woody notes, vetiver. I love cotton candy notes in fragrances. I'm such a sucker for that. So let's see what Wonderland Peony smells like. It is very guava in the beginning. I mean, big time burst of guava, which makes it really bright and inviting and fun. Definitely a freshness of a lemon, but it doesn't give you that like cleaner vibe. It's just very kind of almost tart, but a little sweet. Then I definitely, as it calmed down a little bit, really picked up that raspberry note and the peony. I don't get cotton candy in my face, like definitely not something that when someone walks by I'd be like, ooh, that smells like cotton candy. There is a sweetness there. I would be really curious about this one on the skin. I wonder if those base notes would really transform as your skin kind of warm up, as your clothes warm up. I really enjoyed this one as well. This one I feel like was quite powerful when I first sprayed it, but as it dried down, it's become quite soft. If you hear my furnace kick on, it's because it's only like 30-some degrees outside today. And this house doesn't do cold, so I am not shutting that bad boy off. I'm really curious, so I am going to spray a little bit of this one on my wrist as we film and just kind of, as we hang out and just kind of see what it does. I wonder if the longevity could be lacking, but I'm going to wear it. We're going to see. I do enjoy it. I do think it would be a beautiful summer fragrance. It's very fun. It's very playful. Honestly, this might be a great one to get a younger woman in your life who's really wanting to dive into perfume. If you had a daughter that was like 16, 15, diving into fragrance, maybe first starting to date, wants to smell nice for a date in the summertime, this could be a really good one. On the skin, I'm getting more floral than on the paper. There is still definitely that fruitiness in there for sure. The the cotton candy is a little bit hidden. I like this one. So far, I don't think it would be a love for me. Next up, we have Neon Rose, which on Fragrantica got rated a 3.4 out of 5 from 130 votes. The top notes here are apple blossom, bergamot, cassis, and Sichuan pepper. I might have mispronounced that. But I do know I tend to enjoy fragrances that have bergamot in them. It's very fresh and fruity. It like walks a fine line between the two. It doesn't lean one way or the other for me. I don't know if I'm really familiar with apple blossom. The middle notes are rose, Egyptian jasmine, cyclamen, angelica, juniper berries. I do love MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold, which has juniper berries in it. Then the base notes are peach, white cedar, and amber. So this one I'm hopeful for. There's some notes in there I see myself purchasing other fragrances with. This one is big time floral in the opening. which doesn't grab my attention as much. I do definitely have some floral perfumes in my collection, but I find myself leaning way more towards sweet gourmand floral or fruity floral. This one is very floral. This is one I could see my grandmother enjoying, and I don't mean that in like an old lady way. My grandma is super hip and super sassy for 89 years young, okay? So don't take it that way. But it's a little bit elegant, a little bit clean. She hates sweet and she hates smelling like food. So this would be right up her alley. If you are the same type of person, you don't want to smell like a sweet, you don't want to smell like a candy, you don't want to smell like fruit, this would probably be something you'd enjoy. It's very pretty, it's very soft. I definitely get fresh white floral. I get a soft rose. On Fragrantica it shows a pink rose, and I'm definitely down with that. I don't get like deep red rose, it's like a soft white rose or a pink rose or a yellow rose. It smells like an actual rose petal. It really does. Like, this smells like I'm at a floral shop and I'm sniffing the different bouquets along the way. I totally get that. I don't pick up peach, but there is a soft sweetness in there, and that could definitely be from the peach. I think the bergamot keeps it fresh, but it's very, very floral. It's very pretty. It's elegant in a very soft-spoken way. It's not one that's going to grab the room's attention. It's just going to be like you're going to walk by people and they're going to be like, oh, you smell really nice. Next up we have Wild Vanilla Orchid, and I used to not be a big vanilla person, but as of recently I find myself liking vanilla more. I really enjoy Kayali's Vanilla 28, I believe it is, and I love, like I said, MFK's Gentle Fluidy Gold, which is very vanilla. So I am finding myself becoming more of a vanilla person. This got rated 3.7 stars out of 164 votes. The top notes are vanilla flower, cassis, and then citruses. The middle notes are flowers, bamboo, jasmine, so I'm thinking very fresh vibes here. Base notes, vanilla bean, sandalwood, orchid, and patchouli. Vanilla bean, sandalwood, patchouli to me say long lasting. I'm thinking this one's not going to be super sweet, so I don't know if I will like it as much as like Kayali 28, because that's very sweet. Ooh, that reminded me of something that I've smelled before. Ooh, I like this one. Do you ever smell something and it's just like you can't pinpoint what it smells like, but it reminds you of something? This one highly reminds me of something. When I first sprayed it, it was like instant floral, like kind of greenery almost, like floral and greenery mixed together. And now that it's drying down, it's going into like a very softly sweet, creamy vanilla. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one is nice. I really like this. If you like Kayali's Vanilla 28, I think you will love this. This is nice. This is very fresh and clean vanilla, softly sweet. I don't know if this would do it for me in fall, but I honestly could see this being really nice in winter, even though it has that burst of like greenery in there. Very beautiful in spring for sure, because there is kind of almost an aquatic wet vibe to this. I'm thinking that's the bamboo. I wish you guys could smell this with me. I'm really enjoying this one. If you don't do sugary sweet baked goods vanilla, I think you would like this. This is a soft, slightly wet green floral vanilla with just a touch of like powdered sugar, because it's not overly sweet. It's just like a soft dusting of sugar over top. And this is an edible vanilla. It doesn't smell like baked goods. You're not going to smell like that, but like this smells like an edible vanilla. And it's it's just a good vanilla. Like, there's no question. Pure, wonderful vanilla. Okay, so far I would say that one might be my favorite so far. It's elegant without being stuffy. I don't get like Coco Mademoiselle or Chanel No. 5 elegant, but it's pretty, it's soft, maybe almost a little bit motherly. I see someone wearing a really pretty dress. I'm not thinking like black tie dress or a long dress. I'm thinking above the knee, slightly tapered at the waist, maybe off the shoulder. Your skin is looking nice, your hair is looking wonderful, and you're just kind of the girl that everybody wants to say hi to and come up and catch up with. Like, you're friendly, you're approachable, you are feminine. Like, that is what I get from this. Now, Floral Street does label, I believe all theirs is unisex, but so far I would not want any of these on my man, but that's just me. You do you, boo. Next up, we have Iris Goddess, and I actually don't know if I'm super familiar with what Iris smells like off the top of my noggin here. Maybe once I smell it, I'll recognize it. This got 3.6 and 100 out of 122 votes. The top notes are violet, red chili. That's interesting. That one's kind of fun. Now I'm intrigued. Lemon zest and lemon, so I'm thinking citrusy opening. I almost said bridal for middle. Literally, you guys, I need sleep. Middle notes, iris, powdery notes, suede, and red fruits. Like I said, I can do semi-powdery, but if it's like baby powdery, count me out. Base notes, carrot seeds, another interesting note there. Musk, black vanilla. Ooh, I love a good deep dark vanilla. And then patchouli. Definitely zesty, citrusy at the top. And I don't get like a spice from the red chili pepper, but I get like a waxiness. You know how peppers are kind of like waxy on the outside? Like if you picked up a pepper and you smelled the outside, you didn't bite into it, you didn't cut it, you just smelled the outside. I totally get that vibe from this. I don't know if I know enough iris fragrances to really pinpoint what iris smells like in this, but I'm definitely getting a very watery, petally scent. It's definitely floral. I think I'm getting a little bit of juice and tartness from the red fruits in there. Carrot seeds, another one that I'm like, I don't know if I've ever smelled carrot seeds. I'm not getting a lot of vanilla in there. I get it is a soft powdery scent, but it's not baby powder at all. I almost get kind of an aquatic vibe from it. Like I get a little bit of a damp, watery vibe. This one to me is perfect for the person that doesn't like perfume. Like you're just going to kind of smell like you just took a shower and you used a really lovely body wash and that scent kind of clung to your skin. That's where you'd be with this one. If you don't do fragrance or there's someone in your life who doesn't do fragrance but you kind of want to let them have some fun and try out a fragrance, I think this one they would enjoy. It's very, very soft. I think it's one you would have to kind of like hug somebody to really pick up. It's almost like a clean, freshly showered skin scent. Next up we have Shippery Sublime, and as far as my understanding of Shippery, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Shippery fragrances, I'm not quite sure, is that it's very like kind of herbal, green, like natural, nature kind of smelling. This one got rated at 3.6 with 123 votes. The top notes are geranium, incense, and pink pepper. Pink pepper is supposed to be a little bit of an aphrodisiac from what I've heard. Middle notes are rose, patchouli, and violet. Base notes are olibanum, labdanum, benzoin. There's not many notes in here that are screaming at me that this is something I'm gonna love, but I'll always keep an open mind. Maybe today will be the day. This actually smells a ton like something I already have in my collection, which is Frank Olivier's Oud Vanille, which was very, very affordable. I think it was like 25 bucks off of Amazon. Definitely big time incense in there. Definitely a pepperiness. And I only have one of those fragrances because it's not something I reach for often, and it's not something I like have to have. In fact, this one is almost making my stomach turn a little bit, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, like it's too much. It's too much. It's very, 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 very spicy. As it's toning down, it's getting a little bit better, but this one to me is headache inducing. At first kind of made me feel a little queasy, not gonna lie. But this perfume has a specificness to me. I have the Frank Olivier because when I want to feel like a boss, B-I-T-C-H, and you want a fragrance that is going to like demand attention, that is this kind of fragrance. I feel like incense does that, the pepper in there does that. It's not my everyday, like I like to smell delicious and sweet and cute and feminine. Like it's not my everyday scent at all. But like if you want to demand some attention, you are like, I am here, I am taking charge, I am powerful. To me, this is the kind of fragrance you would wear, like, think Judge Judy. Judge Judy wears something like this, I'm sure of it. This one is Black Lotus, and I cannot lie, the name intrigues me. It sounds sexy. So, this one was rated, 2.9 with 151 votes. That's not a great sign. Top notes are saffron, which I love saffron in, like, my dupes of MFK's Baccarat Rouge. So, there's hope. Sour cherry, love that. And pink pepper. So this, I don't know you guys, why did it get such bad ratings? If those were like the good notes in there, I would be like, I'm all about this. But we'll see how it plays with the other notes. We have middle notes of Mary Rose and Black Violet, base notes of leather, patchouli, labdanum, which I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like a flower, and then musk. Ooh, yep, I see why people... It's very leathery. It's like you just walked into a leather shoe store leathery, which is not my favorite. And then you add that saffron, which saffron can come across a little bit medicinal, think like dental office type vibes. And then you got that pink pepper, it's real spicy. Oh no, no. Oh, this ain't it for me, you guys. Oh no, I don't really have anything good to say about that one. There's a bit of a greenness in there. It's definitely floral. I don't even care about how it dries down. I don't want to smell like that. I don't want to smell it. I don't like it. Okay, and then the last one here, I cannot lie, is one that intrigued me about Floral Street. I feel like that last perfume is just like filling this room. It's kind of making me like hot in the armpits, like I'm sweating a little bit. Like it's one of those. That spice, it hits you. This one is called Ylang and Espresso. This one was rated 3.5 with 199 votes. I think that's the most votes we've seen so far. And you have top notes of Sichuan pepper, rose and tangerine. Middle notes of ylang, tiramisu. Now that sounds wonderful. Patchouli and jasmine. Then we have base notes. Ooh, I love the idea of these base notes. Coffee, whipped cream, cocoa, cacao, excuse me. And then gaiac wood. It's some type of wood, okay? Here we go. This one is like boozy. Ooh, very boozy. Ooh. This is like, on the top, it's like alcohol mixed with coffee. I'm not a big boozy fragrance person. Usually boozy fragrances are not my thing. Oh, there's a bitter coffeeness in there, so it's not sweet at all. Like, it's definitely not black opium-like. I thought with the whipped cream in there and the tiramisu it would be a lot sweeter. I get like straight up coffee beans. Oh, it's making my nose itch, no joke. Like, oh man. That pepper, definitely get that. It actually is tickling my, it's literally tickling my nose right now. Think of almost like stale coffee beans. That's where I'm at with this. Like a bitter chocolatiness is in there. Definitely a woody vibe. I don't get any of the middle notes at all. Like, I don't pick up the ylang. I don't get the tiramisu. I basically get pepper, dried up stale coffee beans, a little bit of a bitter chocolate, and a woodiness. Darn, I was hopeful. I thought this was going to be like my sexy sex kitten kind of fragrance. As it's drying down, the coffeeness is getting just like barely sweeter. And then when I say barely, I mean like think of like literally if you took a pinch of sugar, just like the powdered sugar in a pinch and went poof. That's the amount of sweetness. If you are a person though that you hate edible fragrances but you want to smell mysterious and dark, I think this would do it for you. I'm not like dying over these. They were fun to smell. Definitely worth picking up the Discovery Kit. Like, I could definitely play with these, but I'm not loving them. I do like the vanilla. The only one I could honestly say I would even consider trying out in a full bottle is the vanilla. It's really nice. It's really lovely. It would be a good one for someone who's wanting to pick up Kayali's vanilla. I swear it's 28, but don't quote me on it, but doesn't want to hunt or have to wait for it to come back in stock. It's not nearly as sweet and sugary as the Kayali, but it's just like a really beautiful vanilla. It's more green than Kayali. It would probably be a lovely one to pair with other fragrances and use to layer. If you had like a deep, rich, thick, sweet perfume that you wanted to kind of lighten up, make a little bit more airy and just a tad more green, this would be a great one to do it. It smells really lovely on the skin, honestly. It's lovely. I do like that one. That is the only one I would put in my list of possibilities. But overall, I had fun trying them out. Have you guys tried any Floral Street fragrances? If you have, let me know down below which ones you've tried and what your thoughts are. I seriously hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope it helped you figure out if you need to test out Floral Street or not, or add it to your collection. And yeah, you guys, that is everything for today. As always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.